Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me his truth, and salutation to the elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. My name is Amun Gabal, back with another quick lesson, Lord willing, to edify and to feed the lambs of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Lord willing, to edify and straight to the point. Now, this is going to be real quick. Lord willing, straight to the point. All right. A reminder to the new Israelites waking up, or to the new Israelites waking up to the truth, to the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, right? Now, the inspiration from this lesson through the Holy Spirit comes from a conversation I had with a brother, Quana Wath. He pretty much sent me a screenshot of a woman who was asking him about the JAB. All right, the JAB. She was asking him about it. As if, what about the JAB? Is it, in other words, it's okay if we take it, blah blah blah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he answered her properly through the Spirit with some scriptures. And really, with all the information, if you know about the Brothers of Great Millstone, starting with the apostles, elders, and brothers on down, if you know about our pages, about, us, our teachings, and so on and so forth, then you already know where we stand when it comes to that. So why ask? The reason why most Jakes are going to ask is because their backs are against the wall. You know what I'm saying? Their backs are against the wall, and it's coming down to the wire where their jobs are going to require it. Pretty much their jobs. Because as far as traveling is concerned and doing all that luxury shit, all that's out the window. You know what I'm saying? To hell with all of that. It really boils down to the jobs, and those are the places in the places that are gonna require it. So when Jake's back's against the wall, especially, if they don't have a foundation in this truth, the foundation in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and trust in the Lord and fear of the Lord, they're gonna be looking for a loophole. Now, I'm not saying she was looking for a loophole per se, but with the amount of information and videos that we've been doing about this thing, Jake should already know what time it is, man. That's why I said and I opened up, I said for the new people that are now coming into the faith. All right, in case you didn't know, now you know, or now you're about to find out. All right, and get it while you can, because Esau is about to shut down the internet. All right, matter of fact, he about to shut down freedom of speech, so to speak. Right, that's what's really about to go down. He gonna cut off the YouTubes, blah blah blah, all in the guise of false information and medical false misinformation and all that stuff. So they're gonna pretty much censor out freedom of speech, aka the truth, coming from the men of the Lord, and that's pursuant to the book of Amos, all right, when the Lord is going to send a famine of the word. All right, so that's why the scripture say measure the times diligently, because 2020 should have been an eye-opener, which that's spiritual in itself. 2020, in the medical field, is, when it comes to the optics, it symbolizes perfect vision, 2020. So 2020 should have been an eye-opener, all right, spiritually, as to what's really going on in this earth today. And if by now people ain't getting it, then oh well. You know what I'm saying? Like I told the brother, like the saying goes, you could lead a horse to the well, but you can't force it to drink. The truth is out there now. You either get it or you don't. All right. So I got some scriptures lined up real quick that I'm gonna just go through. I'm gonna start in Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 12. I'm gonna go from verse 10 to 18. All right. Usually, we bring out 10, but I'm gonna read all the way down. It says, verse 10: Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so this is wickedness. All right. The enemy is who? Deuteronomy 28:68 says, the enemy, you shall be sold unto your enemy for bondmen and bondwomen. All right. When you go into Egypt again by the way of ships, which is talking about here in America, and we were sold unto our enemy for bondmen and bondwomen. Who bought us? All right, who were we sold unto? Who put us up on auction blocks? The enemy, aka the so-called white man. All right. So there's no great mystery as to who the enemy is. And if you think Esau is still your friend, then you're gonna get judged right along with Esau. Verse 11 says, though he humble himself and go crouching. All right, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Okay, because that's how Esau moves. He humble himself, he bring himself low, he crouches, he shows signs of humility, but deep inside his mind, he has a whole agenda. That's all these Edomites, all right? When the average person would look at them, and the average Jake or average whoever would look at them and say, oh, this man, he looks harmless. But we are made to look like the aggressors. All right, when in actuality, Esau is the one with the ill intentions. And it's all going back to the question that woman asked. All right, what about the JAB? All right, never trust your enemy. All right, never trust your enemy. So it says, though he humble himself and go crouch, and yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Okay, because Esau is going to be wicked. That's who he was set up to be at the end of the day. Period. Point blank, period. Verse 12 says, set him not by thee, lest when he overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. All right, so set him not by you. All right, don't trust him. Don't bring him near you. All right, everything. If you got to work around the damn devil, keep your eye open. All right, because his intentions are evil. It says, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Because at the end of the day, Esau's his MO have always been to overthrow the Israelites. All right, like he said after during the time in Genesis when the blessing was handed out between Jacob and Esau, he said the days of his father is at hand. His father's death is at hand, and he's going to slay his brother Jacob. That's what he said. All right, and that applies to this very day. Why you think so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are always constantly being oppressed, brought down low in society, killed, murdered, injected with all types of, trial diseases, so on and so forth, given the worst foods to eat, the worst living conditions. It says, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. And then, see, I'm going to read it again. Lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. So here we are warning you not to trust this devil. All right. And for those Israelites that are going to go right ahead and trust Esau and go follow along with his agenda. All right. When you see the true agenda behind why he wanted you to do this and do that, and you realize it wasn't for your good intention, then you're going to remember the words of the Most High. You're going to be pricked with it. You're going to be like, you're going to be like, damn, them Israelites told me not to trust this devil, not to take this thing. I knew I should listen, but my job and my kids and my wife, everything was being jeopardized. Oh well, be ready to lose it all for Yahushua, because that's who you're losing it for. Verse 13 says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come now a wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? So who gonna pity a man that's bitten by a wild beast or a serpent? Their intention is they're wild. Esau's, the scripture said the wicked are born, the wicked are astray from the womb. They be born speaking lies as soon as they be born. All right, Esau is born wicked. All right, he's a wild beast. Look at him like a serpent and a wild beast. Okay, so just like one that goes to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who's gonna pity that person? So we're not gonna pity Israelites that go out there and listen to the false information that their false leaders, was telling them to go ahead and campaigning to take the thing and so on and so forth. We ain't gonna pity you. All right, we're not gonna pity you. By now, everybody that know about Israel should know where we stand, Great Millstone, as far as this thing is concerned. All right, which ultimately is gonna lead to the MOTB. All right, and that's another acronym that you should know by now. All right, if you don't know, read Revelation 13, 16. Revelation 13, verses 16, 17, and 18. All right, the MOTB. Okay, the mark. All right, that's what it's all leading to. Verse 15 says, for a while he will abide with thee, But if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. All right, because Esau uses you. All right, he uses Jake. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. That's what it's all about. Using bribery. Hey, the time is coming where us make, these warnings is gonna come to an end. When Esau is really ready to roll out that MOTB, I highly doubt we still gonna be on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? I just say that, through the spirit. You know what I'm saying? I highly doubt we still gonna be on YouTube. So, hey, get it while you can, because at that point, people gonna be scattering. People gonna be scattering for information. So, hey, this word is precious, and a lot of Israelites are trampling this word when they watch it on YouTube. That's why the scripture say, "Cast not thy pearl into swine." A lot of swine is trampling on this word. It says, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit." And that's what he's doing. All right, because there's an agenda. Okay, look up the guide stones. All right, you know what I'm talking about. Just type in guide stones. Georgia. All right, and the number one at the top about humanity. All right, look that up. It says, "He will weep with his eyes, but if he findeth opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood." Right? He will weep with his eye, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. So Esau he's an actor. All right, he's never satisfied. Verse 17, it says, "If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first." You know what I'm saying? Because who's to blame? All right, when that adversity come upon you, who's behind it? The devil. All right, Esau, Edom, he's behind it. That's why it says, "If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first." And thou he pretend to help thee, and though he pretend to help thee, yet he undermine thee. All right, because it is adversity, so-called adversity. Let's say 2020. You know what adversity I'm talking about? The whole world's on lockdown because of a particular thing. That's the adversity. Now he come there to help. He pretends like he come there to help. It says, "Though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee." Yet he has an agenda to undermine Israelites. All right. It says, "He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance." So when Esau got you down, that humble, crouching, meek individual, now he's clapping his hands, whispering much, and his countenance doesn't change because he done overthrew Israelites. All right, or the wicked of Jake. It's Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 13. "Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God, thy power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, and serve him. All right, and shall swear by his name, ye shall not go after other gods, of the gods of the people which are round about you. For the Lord thy power is a jealous power among you, lest the anger of the Lord thy God be kindled against thee, and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. Ye shall not tempt the Lord your power, as ye tempted him in Massah." All right, so you shall not go after other gods. Don't tempt the Most High. Because guess what? Esau is the god of this world. All right? Esau is the god of this world, okay? Esau, Edom, is the god of this world. All right? The physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan is Esau, and he's the god of this world. Okay? So, in a nutshell, if you go, and like the scriptures talk about worshiping the beast and his image and receiving his M-A-R-K, you are worshiping Esau, Edom, and receiving his M-A-R-K. All right? Because he's the god of this world. All right? The scriptures say the Lord is a jealous power, lest he destroy you from off the face of the earth, and ye shall not tempt the Lord your power. So don't go out there tempting the Lord, thinking that he ain't gonna kill you for taking that thing, that JAB. The Lord's gonna destroy anybody that take that, man. All right? Because you worshiping the image of the beast. All right? Which ultimately is going to lead to the M-A-R-K, as we've been preaching, starting with the apostles on down. All right? Because guess what? There is going to be a digital monetary reset. And something is going to have to replace that. It ain't gonna be a new paper currency. You damn sure ain't. All right? It's going to be a digital currency. All right? And if you got eyes to see, you will see that. And it's going to be by the way of that M-A-R-K. All right? So I made the statement, verse 14, "Ye shall not go after other gods, of the gods of the people which are round about you. It's talking about these other gods. But in other words, in a nutshell too, Esau is the God of this world. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, gospel is what? Good tidings or good news. And the good news is that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is coming back to destroy this place and to have mercy on his elect. That's the good news. All right, the 144,000, the 1/3 of Israel, and ultimately it'll be all Israelites in the kingdom of heaven with the law, statute, and commandments and inward parts. That's the good news. That's the gospel. Our punishment is over. Isaiah 40:1, Lamentation 4:21. It says, but if our gospel be hid, is hid to them that are lost. So if it's hid to you or hid to anybody, it's hid to those that are lost. Because the time is coming again where Esau is going to, censor the truth. Ultimately, well, Yahweh Shai is going to do it. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Most High, is going to do it. And then the good news is going to be hidden. People ain't going to be able to find it. And that's because you were lost anyway. Verse 4 says, in whom, read it again, but if the gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. So the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. How'd that happen? Everything that Esau set up in this society, going back since he came into power, starting with the image of the so-called Jesus Christ, all right, Caesar Borgia, that was the start of it. The Renaissance, the rebirth. Renaissance meaning rebirth. The rebirth of what? The rebirth of who? The Edomites. They had to be why they had to be reborn? Because we had them in captivity going back during the Dark Ages, man. All right, we ruled during the time of that era, that age. All right, so they had to be reborn to come back into power to fulfill prophecy, to put us into to fulfill prophecies like Deuteronomy 28:68. Okay, many other prophecies. It says, in whom the God of this world, Esau, Edom, have blinded the minds of them which believe not. All right, everything that Esau got set up and is meant to blind the minds of everybody. The covering cast that was cast over all the people. All right, but through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Lord anointed us and gave us that eye salve to see, the Holy Spirit to see through this darkness. All right, so that don't apply to those that have awoken, the hopeful elect. Okay, so it says, least the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of the Most High, shall shine unto them. Now, where it says, in whom the God of this world have blinded, right? The God of this world. When you go to the word, right? When you go to the word world in the Greek, all right, you would think it's talking about the earth, but it's not. It's not talking about the earth. Okay, it's talking about age. It's like the word is eon, all right, which means an age of a particular rulership. Now we in the age of Esau, Edom. Job 9:24 says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof. All right, the age of the Edomites is coming to an end. It's now, but it's coming to an end. And the age of the Israelites is going to be in the near future. That's why the scriptures say this in the Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And this is talking about ages, all right, eons, okay? Rulerships, all right? The age of the Edomites, all right? You had many different ages and empires of rulership. You had the age of the Egyptians, the age of the Greeks, the Romans, the Babylonians, the Assyrians, the Medo-Persians, okay? Ages, eon, all right? So this eon is ending. This particular age is ending, and a new age is going to begin. Okay, a new age is going to begin. All right, Esau like to throw around the term New World, order or Great Reset and blah, blah, blah. Well, really, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai about to reset this whole planet. Esau, you think you know what a reset is? Well, you don't. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery, what's a mystery? A mystery is a secret. A mystery is something that's not revealed, okay? Something that's not known to everybody. A secret. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let. And this is talking about the Edomites going back during that time. The mystery of iniquity is talking about the Edomites. And at that time, they were already at work. All right, and it was calling themselves the Romans. Only he who now letteth will let. Only who's that? The Most High. All right, he's gonna let it be. In other words, until he be taken out of the way, which he's being taken out of the way right now, and he's ultimately gonna be taken out of the way when Yahushua come back. All right, it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed. Revealed is when you reveal me to what? Pull back the veil. A veil is a covering. All right, to unveil something, to reveal, to uncover it. Okay, uncover a mystery or a secret. So then shall the wicked be revealed, uncovered, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. By who? The way of the prophets. All right, the prophets, the word of the prophecies, the Lord opening, being worthy to loose the seven seals to give us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding in these last days to bring forth prophecies like this, revealing Esau, Edom. All right, standing, stiffly in his world, not giving a F about, what Esau thinks and whatever, who thinks what. This is Yahweh Shem Shah's program, man. All right, and Esau is being revealed. Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, Yahweh Shah is coming back with the brightness of his coming, which is talking about the glory, the angels, the host. All right, the scriptures say in Revelation 19 that the host of the heavens followed him. Okay, Isaiah 66 and 15 says the Lord is coming with clouds and with the chariots like a whirlwind. Verse 9 says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and sign and lying wonders. Even him, who? Edomites, Esau, whose coming is after the working of Satan. All right, Satan is what? The adversary. All right, of Yahweh Shem Shah and the Israelites, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. Esau is coming with full-on deception. All right, full-on deception, man. Full-on deception. This devil is coming with, man. All right, and those that are going to be caught up in it, all right, are gonna perish because it says because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So anybody that get caught up in it, if your family member go out there getting jabbed, getting snuffed up with the thing, getting bit with the serpent fang, you know what I'm saying? The love of the Most High was not in them. The love of the truth was not in them, and too bad. You know what I'm saying? May the Lord have mercy on us. You know what I'm saying? Barakatah Yahweh Shem Shah for showing us his truth, and may the Lord have mercy on us. All right, and our household, those that we love, and those that are abiding with us through the Spirit, and in the flesh. May the Lord have mercy on you, brothers, in your household in these evil times to come. And that's that, man. You know what I'm saying? Never trust your enemy. Never trust your enemy. Let me read on 2 more verses, 11 and 12. It says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Okay, because scriptures say, make the hearts of these people fat. All right, make their hearts fat and their ears heavy. Okay, the Lord spoke to these people in parables. It's not meant for these people to get this, man. It ain't no matter. You could talking ain't never gonna work. You could wrestle them, put them in a headlock, put them in handcuffs. If they ain't gonna get it, they gonna go out there and take what this devil got to offer at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just the lot of the wicked. Verse 12 says that they might be damned who believe not the truth. This is the truth. And if they don't believe it, you're damned, condemned. But have pleasure in unrighteousness, because the whole thing is to take whatever Esau is offering, in order to go back to work, go to Coachella, go to Miami Carnival, go to the islands for vacation, go on cruise, fly, go to baseball games, boxing matches, basketball games, clubs, strip club, wherever the hell people desire to go, they're gonna do it. They're gonna take the thing because that's where their heart is at. All right, that's where their heart is at, man. Just like Lot's wife, this is where these people's heart is at, man. And ain't nothing you could do about that. But warn them, give them warning, like the Lord said in Ezekiel, give them warning from me. The Lord set us up as watchmen, and we give them that warning, and that's all we can do. That's all we could do until the Lord said that's it, and then that's that. So that's it, man. I just wanted to bring that out real quick. I pray to Yahweh Shem Shah this was an edifying lesson to the elect of the nation of Israel. Till next time, I say shalom.